What's up, brilliant business owner? Welcome to today's Authentic Selling TV, where we're talking about hating sales. Look, I get it. It's a real thing. But today we are going to talk about how an old story, cue the take my horse to the old town road, gonna ride. Oh yeah. Cue the Old Town Road song. We're going to talk about not negative beliefs, but negative stories and how one specifically may be costing you sales. Let's jump into today's Authentic Selling TV, the place to be to close more sales. It's just that simple. It's what we do. All right, so likely, brilliant business owner, you know all about negative thinking. You know all about limiting beliefs. You know all about the ways that we limit ourselves as human. As a matter of fact, some of you probably even help people overcome their limiting beliefs. You help people work through their mind crack or all those things that our subconscious can tell us to play small and to keep us safe. But even if you have negative feelings about selling, I am willing to bet that you did not know that we have some negative stories in our mind that are keeping you from closing customers. All right, so look, you put 100 people in a room who are not salespeople and you ask them if they like selling, and the majority of them are going to say no. You ask them their thoughts about selling, which I have done all over the globe, and they say it's icky, sleazy, slimy, gross, bully, pushy. That's where icky, sleazy, slimy, gross come from. I asked you all over the world, what comes up when you hear selling? It's the same thing. Icky, sleazy, slimy, gross, pushy, bully. Now, you've heard me say this before. Is it any wonder if you're engaging in an activity that makes you feel icky, sleazy, slimy, gross, pushy, bully, that it's not going to work for you? No, it's not. Like, that makes perfect sense. And likely we all have a rotten sales story to tell or a sales experience. We've all had an experience where we felt bullied into buying something, or where we felt like somebody pulled the wool over our eyes and sold us a lemon or didn't give us the actual facts. That's not what we're here to talk about today. Although those stories and those experiences absolutely do contribute to why you may feel like selling is icky, sleazy, slimy, gross, but it goes way, way back. Cue Old Town Road and your horse to traveling medicine men as to why we really hate selling. So picture this. We're back on our horses and traveling medicine men come into the village, into the town, and they say, I have got this bottle of elixir, not Fiji, but of elixir. And this bottle is going to cure all your ailments. It's going to make you feel 10 feet tall and bulletproof. It's going to make you sexier than you've ever been. If they were allowed to say sexy back then, I don't know. It's going to make you be able to stand up to that person who's wanting to sling some guns with you, whatever. You get the point, right? Well, people would buy this elixir and they would drink this elixir and they would drink more of this elixir. And you know what? It worked just like magic. They did feel 10 feet tall and bulletproof. They did feel sexy. They were able to stand up to that bully. Now, what was in this elixir? Was it liquid courage? Yeah, in a way. It was alcohol, right? And so the traveling medicine man would sell his alcohol and then he would ride on out of town on his horse. And the next day, everybody would feel like total hell because they were hung over. And that is where the beginnings of hating selling comes from. We have passed down, true story, from generation to generation, not to trust salespeople. Now, you may not, you likely have never heard that story before, but it is something that has been passed down through our generations. He's a shyster. They're a used car salesman. That's icky, sleazy, slimy, gross. And those stories get their roots from traveling medicine men. What the heck does all this have to do with you today? Well, just like we have to be aware of our limiting thoughts and our limiting beliefs that are keeping us playing small, you need to know which stories you want to own, which ones are yours, and which ones you want to toss aside. Now, I don't know about you, but I am unwilling to let experiences from decades and decades and hundreds of years ago affect what I'm capable of here in 2021. And I'm willing to bet that you're with me.